because a lot of times you take a finance class or you take a sociology class in college, and you spend a lot of time complaining about things that are wrong with the world. Like they took the DEI money, that ain't right. Well, it ain't right, but that's life. Like it was never your money in the first place. It was very risky, and ill-advised for you to even depend on white folks to take care of you ever. So when you get that big $1 million DEI check for your organization and you decide to have a blowout event because you want to blow out and show out and be fancy like the white folks, you're living above your means and you're putting yourself in financial danger, because that means that as soon as they cut that money, you are done. And right now, a lot of black organizations are sweating. They're struggling. A lot of them that were getting corporate money or DEI money or government money, it's the drought season for them, meaning it's a financial drought because they never learned how to develop a sustainable economic model. And in my view, in my opinion, many of them were living above their means. And so this is where, in my view, black economics is not the same as white economics, because black people are not the same as white people. Your environment is not the same as their environment. Your opportunities are not the same as their opportunities. And as soon as you kind of understand that and you rebuild from the ground up, you kind of say, okay, I'd like to have a business where I'm spending like the white boy down the street, but I can't do that. Or I'd like to run a university. When we started the Black Business School, we were like, yeah, we'd like to do what HBCUs do and have $100 million, $200 million budget, whatever the hell. I don't know. I got to look at their budgets. It was like, no, we can't do that. We got to do a $2, $3 million budget. What can we do with that? And that was a blessing. It took 10 years to get to that point. Right. So no, living below your means is probably the simplest thing you can start doing that will help you avoid a lot of financial problems. And then when you learn how to make more money, it just makes things that much better. And this is why every black person in America should be raised. In my opinion, if I could raise every black child in America, I would raise them as if there were no jobs available for anywhere for anybody. Not to say that there shouldn't be, not to say that there won't be, but I would literally just raise them as if I'd say, what would we do if there were no jobs? Or how would you eat if there was no McDonald's and no fast food restaurants? You grow your own food, you cook your own food, right? Well, how would you eat? How would you financially eat if there were no jobs, right? You couldn't just go fill out an application and have somebody start paying you to do labor. Well, you'd have to start a business. You'd have to sell a product. You'd have to develop a business model, a marketing plan. You'd have to develop strategic partnerships with other people in your community so that you can figure out a way to survive. That's what you would do. So economic models that are system dependent make you very vulnerable. Economic models that are system independent make you strong, make you sturdy. Uh, our budget for this year's All Black National Convention, well, all these other black organizations are getting hit hard. All of them, all their budgets are being cut by 50, 60%. Our budget went up this year. It went up this year because we never took bad money in the first place. Because good money is starting money. Good money is money you know is going to be there, even if the world doesn't like you. Good money is important to have, even if you know that you might be ostracized or people might forget about you or they may not be able to come through for you. Um, and this is a principle I believe in deeply. It's something that's applied in my life a few different times. When Bill O'Reilly from Fox News 12 years ago, 13, 15, 16 years ago now, he did a whole campaign to get me fired from Syracuse, because he didn't like what I said to him about, he made a joke about lynching Michelle Obama. And I said, that's not funny. Why, that's racist, man.